From soil to silence. The journey of a farmer to a monk. In a quiet Indian village, where golden fields swayed with the rhythm of the wind, lived a farmer named Raghav. He was known for his relentless hard work, waking up before dawn and toiling under the scorching sun. His hands were rough, his skin tanned, and his heart carried the burden of responsibility. He had a family to feed, debts to repay, and land that demanded constant care. Despite his struggles, Raghav never complained. He believed that hard work was the only way to survive. But deep inside, a strange emptiness gnawed at him. No matter how much he earned, it was never enough. His life revolved around plowing, sowing, and harvesting, an endless cycle that left him exhausted but never truly satisfied. One evening, after an exhausting day in the fields, Raghav sat under an old banyan tree near his farm. He watched a group of monks walking along the dusty road. Their faces radiated peace, their robes simple, their eyes free from worry. Raghav found himself mesmerized. How could they, without land or wealth, look so content while he, who worked so hard, felt restless? Days passed, but the image of the monks haunted him. One day, he heard that a famous Buddhist monk, Acharya Ananda, was visiting a nearby monastery. Curiosity pulled him toward the place. When he reached, he saw the same monks sitting in deep meditation, their presence exuding calmness. Raghav waited until Acharya Ananda finished his discourse and then approached him. With folded hands, he asked, "Master, I work from dawn to dusk, yet I find no peace. How is it that you, who own nothing, seem so fulfilled?" Acharya Ananda smiled. "Because we own nothing, we have everything. True peace does not come from possessions or hard labor. It comes from understanding the mind." Raghav was taken aback. He had always believed that success and happiness came from wealth and hard work. "But if I don't work, how will I survive?" he asked. "The body needs food, but the soul needs wisdom," the monk replied. "You have cultivated your land for years, but have you ever cultivated your mind?" Raghav pondered these words. That night, he couldn't sleep. The thought of working endlessly without true purpose troubled him. For the first time, he questioned the life he had lived. The next morning, he made a decision. He would seek the truth beyond the fields. He told his family about his desire to leave and follow the monastic path. They were shocked, some even angered. "You are abandoning your duty," his elder brother shouted. But his wife, who had seen his silent suffering, held his hand and said, "If this is what brings you peace, follow your heart." With tears in his eyes, Raghav left everything behind and walked toward the monastery. The journey was not easy. The habits of his old life clung to him. The urge to work tirelessly, to measure time by productivity, haunted him. But with meditation and guidance, he slowly let go. Years passed, and Raghav became a monk known for his wisdom. Villagers who once saw him as a farmer now came seeking his guidance. He no longer owned land, yet he felt richer than ever. His hands, once calloused by plowing, now rested in meditation. His mind, once burdened with worries, was now as free as the wind that once danced through his fields. One day, as he sat under the same banyan tree where his journey began, a young farmer approached him and asked, "Master, I work hard, yet I feel no peace. Why?" Raghav smiled, seeing himself in the young man. He repeated the words that had changed his life. "Because you own everything, you have nothing. But when you own nothing, you have everything."